Today, that pompous windbag and swindler, our esteemed president, will deliver a report at the annual meeting. Our bank, now and in the future. You'd think he was Secretary of State or something. 1, 3, 5, 268, 268. He puts on this big executive act while I sit here sweating like a galley slave. He spends an hour dictating the lyrical pile of gobbledygook for an introduction. I spend days trying to figure out the financial statement. Some life. I hope he goes to the devil. He's going to reward me for all this. If it all goes well and he puts it on over them again today, I'll get a gold medal and a 300 ruble bonus. Well, I'd better. If that bonus doesn't come through, watch out. I've got a temper. Gets me going and there's no telling what will stop me. No, sir.
Thank you, my friends, thank you. My friends, I shall cherish this gift to my dying day as a reminder of one of the greatest moments of my life. Thanks again, and again, and again. And how is my old and much respected friend, Kuzma Nikolaevich?
Andrei Andreevich, in honor of the celebration, I'd like to congratulate you. And
Why, thanks, old man, thanks, many thanks. You know, on this glorious occasion, after all it is a celebration, I think we ought to shake hands on our achievement. I want to thank you for your devotion, and thanks for everything, old man. Whatever I've managed to accomplish as president of this bank is thanks to my staff. Well, the old bank's 15 years old now, eh? 15, sure as my name's Shapuchin. How's the report coming along?
Good enough. 5 pages to go.
Good. Going to be finished by 3 o'clock?
If nothing else comes up to disturb me, there's not much left.
Excellent, excellent. Sure as my name's Shapuchin. Let's see, the meeting's at 4. Give me the first half and I'll look it over. Here, let's have it. I'm setting great store by this report. Here we have my philosophy of finance in a nutshell. Nutshell, nothing. It's a veritable skyrocket. Yes, sir, a skyrocket. That's what it is. Sure as my name's Shapuchin. I'm worn to a frazzle. Had a touch of the gout last night. Oh, with all this running around this morning and this excitement, this ovation, well, it really gets to you. I'm really tired.
7, 2, 9. I'm dizzy. Can't keep my eyes straight. 268. Next.
There's something else that's been bothering me. Do you know your wife came to me again to complain this morning about you? Said you were chasing her and your sister-in-law with a carving knife? What do you mean by that, Kuzma Nikolaevich? Good heavens, man.
Andrei Andreevich, in honor of the 15th celebration, I'd like to ask a favor. And also, considering the fact that I've been working like a slave around here, keep out of my family affairs. Please.
What a character you are, Kuzma Nikolaevich. I just don't get you. Some days you're as respectable as they come, but put a woman in front of you and you become Jack the Ripper. I don't see what you think is so bad about women.
I don't see what you think is so good about it.
The employees have just presented me with an album, and I understand that today a delegation from the board of directors will come and deliver a little speech in a silver tankard. All very nice, sure as my name's Shapuchin. Though I'm sure you know the inside story. I wrote the speech for them myself. I even purchased a silver tankard. I even bought the leather folder to put the speech in. The folder alone sent me back 45 rubles, but it's worth it. Do you really think the board of directors could have come up with all that on their own? Take this furniture, for example. Hand-picked and a fine little piece of interior decoration it is, if I do say so myself. You know, they claim that all this is unimportant, that I'm too fastidious, being a stickler for having the brass on the doors polished, making the tellers wear decent neckties, stationing a uniformed guard at the door. Well, my answer to that is not one bit. That brass and that guard mean something at a bank. Now at home, I can be as vulgar as I want, behave like a bore, a parvenu.
No insinuations, if you please.
Insinuations? Who's making insinuations, really? You're the strangest person. I'm simply saying that at home I can be as vulgar as I want. But this is a bank. Here you need style. It's got to have tone, dignity. If I've done anything here, it's to raise the reputation of the bank. Dignity, that's what counts. Sure as my name's Shapucci. Look, old man, the board of directors will turn up any minute, and there you are in those ghastly overshoes, that scarf, that faded old coat. You could have at least worn something formal, like a dark jacket.
My health means more to me than any board of directors. I'd like you to know that I've got an inflammation all over me.
But can't you see how sloppy you look? You're destroying the tone of the whole place.
If the board of directors comes, I'll sneak out. What does it matter anyways? I don't like a mess either, which is why you shouldn't have invited those women to dinner tonight.
Stuff and nonsense.
Oh, I know. I know. You'll pack the hall with them just to show off, and they'll make a mess of it for you. Just watch. The only thing women are good for are mischief and trouble.
Quite the contrary. The society of women is uplifting.
All right. Take your wife, for instance. Well-educated, highly cultured and all that, but last Monday she spilled something so confidential to me that it took me 2 whole days to get over it. In front of a whole bunch of people, mind you, she comes up to me and she says, "Is it true that the bank's stuck with a big batch of those dry-ass Go-Paraski stocks that have been falling? My husband's awfully worried about them." That's the sort of thing she says to me in public. What gets me is why you tell women anything in the first place. It puts you into trouble every time.
All right. What gloomy ideas to be thrown around the celebration. That reminds me. I better have ought to have been here by now. Matter of fact, I should have went to the station to meet her, but, well, the time's flown and anyhow I'm too tired. To be honest, I'm sorry she's coming. Well, I don't really mean I'm sorry. I'm glad. It's just, well, it would have been nice if she would have stayed at her mother's a few more days. Oh, there it goes again. I'm starting to shake. Nerves. Get a grip of yourself. Steady. Steady there. Steady's the Rock of Gibraltar. Sure as my name's Shapucci. Well, speak of the devil. Angel!
Darling,
We were just talking about you.
did you miss me? Are you all right? I haven't been home yet. I came straight from the station. Oh, the things I've been... No, I won't take my coat off. I just stopped in for a minute. How are you, Kuzma Nikolaevich? Is everything all right at home?
Perfect. You're looking fine today, plumper and prettier than ever. Have a good trip?
Wonderful. Mama and Katya send their love. Little Vasily Andreevich says to give you a big kiss for him. Auntie sent me a big jar of jam for you. They're all mad at you for not writing. Zena said to give you a big kiss for her. Oh, the things that have been happening. All the things that have been happening. I'm half afraid to tell you it's so awful. And I can see by the look on your face you're not happy to see me.
Quite the contrary, darling.
Poor Katya. Poor Katya. I'm so sorry for her, poor thing.
Look, darling, we're having a celebration today. It's the 15th anniversary of the bank, and the board of directors will be here any minute, and well, you're not dressed properly to receive them.
Of course, the celebration. Gentlemen, I congratulate you. I wish you every etc. So, today's a celebration, and there'll be a dinner and a party. Oh, and that speech you took so long writing for the board of directors, will they deliver that to you today?
Darling, we don't mention those things. Now, really, it's time you went home.
In a minute. I'll tell you the whole story in 1 minute, and then I'll go. Right from the beginning. Well, do you remember when you saw me off? I sat next to that fat lady on the train and started reading. You know how I hate train conversations. Well, I went on reading for 3 stations without saying a word to anyone. Then evening came and I got awfully depressed. You know how it is. There was a young man opposite me, very decent, dark hair, not bad looking. Anyhow, we got to talking. Then a naval officer and a student or something. I told them I was single. They were very attentive after that. Well, the one with the dark hair knew the funniest stories, and the naval officer kept singing all the time. Do you know, and the naval officer, well, do you know what he sang when he accidentally found out your name was Titania? Oh, Negan, I love Titania. I love Titania madly.
Now we're interrupting Kuzma Nikolaevich's work. You run along, but you tell me about it at home.
Oh, I don't mind if he listens. It's all so fascinating. Besides, I'm almost finished anyways. Seriously met me at the station. There was another young man, some sort of tax inspector, very handsome. He had the nicest eyes. Seriously introduced him to me, and we all drove back together from the station. The weather was marvelous. It was really sunny.
You can't go in there. That's a private office.
Take your hands off me! What next? I want to see a manager! Oh, Your Honor, I have the honor of... My name is Natasha Fyodorovna Marchukine. My husband's in the civil service, or was.
What can I do for you?
Well, you see, Your Honor, my husband was sick for 5 months, and while he was home under the doctor's care, they discharged him from the civil service for no reason whatsoever, Your Honor. And the money was to collect his salary. They took 24 rubles and 36 kopecks out of it. What for? I asked them. That's what he borrowed from the mutual aid fund, they said. What do they mean? Why should he borrow money without my consent? What sort of business is that, Your Honor? I'm just a poor woman. I have to take 8 orders to keep alive. I'm just a poor, weak, defenseless woman. Everyone insults me and I don't get a kind word from anyone.
Excuse me.
Well, I really have to tell you from the beginning. Last week I got a letter from Mama. She said a certain Gwenda Leslie had proposed to my sister Kaya. Very decent and all that, but not a bit of money. Not even a good job. And would you believe it? Kaya actually fell for him. What a situation. Mama said I better get there immediately and see what I could do with Kaya.
I'm very sorry, but you made me lose my place. You aren't gabbing about your mama and your gotcha, and I don't seem to know where I am.
What of it? Really, you're the strangest creature. You should listen when a lady's talking to you. Besides, what makes you so irritable today? You're not in love, are you?
I can't make head or tail of this thing. What's the problem?
Of course, he's in love. Look at him blushing.
Honey, will you please wait for me in the lobby? I'll be out in a minute.
Oh, very well.
I simply don't see what the trouble is here.
But Your Honor, I've been to 5 other places already and no one will listen to me. It was driving me crazy until my son-in-law, Boris Matveevich, gave me the idea of coming to you. You go to Mr. Shippuccini, Mama, he said. He's a big man. He's got influence. He'll do anything for you. You've got to help him.
I can't help you, ma'am. As far as I can tell, your husband was in the Medical Bureau of the Defense Department, and this is a bank, a purely private enterprise. Don't you see the difference?
But Your Honor, I have a medical certificate proving my husband was sick. See, there it is. Look at it. Please, look at it.
Yes, it's fine. But it's got nothing to do with us. Oh, now she's got the clerks going. Look, madam, surely your husband must know where you should go.
Oh, him. He doesn't know anything. All he says is, get out of here. It's not your business. That's all you get.
I repeat, your husband was employed at the Medical Bureau of the Defense Department, and this is a bank, a purely private enterprise.
Yes, I know all that, Your Honor, but could you at least make them pay me 15 rubles on account?
Andrei Andreevich, if this keeps up, I'll never get the report finished.
Just 1 minute. My dear madam, don't you see that it's as absurd to trouble us with this business as it would be to try to get a divorce from the grocery store or the Income Tax Bureau?
Andre, can I come in?
Just 1 minute, honey, 1 minute. Look, maybe they are cheating, but what's that got to do with us? We're having a celebration today. It's the 15th anniversary of the bank. Please, let me alone.
Your Honor, take pity on a poor orphan. I'm a weak, defenseless woman. My boarders are suing me. I've got this business on my hands. I have to run the house, and my son-in-law's out of a job.
No, look, I can't talk to you. My head's spinning. You're wasting our time and your own, too. She's an idiot. Sure as my name's Shippuccini. Kuzma Nikolaevich, please explain to the lady that...
I'm a weak, defenseless woman. I may look strong, but if you gave me an operation, you'd see not one part of my body's normal. I can't stand on my own feet, and I didn't even enjoy my coffee and soup.
All I asked was a simple question. What do you want?
Just tell them to pay me the 15 rubles now. At the end of the month is all right for the rest.
But you've just been told in plain words that this is a bank.
I know. And if you want, I can show you the medical certificate.
Is that a head on your shoulders, or what is it?
My dear sir, all I'm asking is, do I get what's coming to me or not? I'm not interested in anyone else's money, just mine.
All I'm asking, my dear madam, is have you got a head on your shoulders or not? I'll go insane if I have to waste my time talking to you. Will you kindly leave?
What about the money?
It's not a head. It's a block-o. It's a block-o. It's a block-o!
Oh, it is it? Well, you listen to me. You may talk to your own wife that way, but my husband's in the civil service. You just watch your step.
Don't!
Just try and make me.
If you don't get out this instant, I'll call the God and have you thrown out. Now, get out!
Don't think you can scare me. I've met your type before, you skin flake!
Never in my life have I seen a harpy like this. My head is swimming. Get out of this room, you old bat. I'll grind you to smithereens. Now, I'm warning you. I've got a temper. I might cripple you for life. I might commit a crime.
Your bark is worse than your bite. You can't scare me. I know your type.
I can't stand the sight of her. Oh, this office is infested with females. I'll never get this report finished. Never.
Am I asking for anyone else's money? No! All I want is what's coming to me! My legal rights and... Why do you want to be ashamed of yourself sitting there in your slippers in a fancy office, you lowbrow?
Then the Berezhnitskys gave a party. Kaya wore a pale blue silk bowler dress, very low cut in the front. It went beautifully with her hair all piled up on top of her head. I said it for myself. I'll tell you, when that girl is dressed properly with her hair done right, she's simply fascinating.
Fascinating, yes, yes. They will be here any minute.
Your Honor.
You still here? What can I do for you?
Your Honor. That man, yes, that's the one. He tapped on the desk and then he tapped on his head. That's what he did. You told him to take care of my case, and yet all he's done is be sarcastic and insult me. I'm a weak, defenseless woman, Your Honor.
Very good, madam. I shall look into this at the first opportunity. Only go away. Come back later.
Send for the guard. Have him throw her out on her ear or something. How much longer can we take this?
Good heavens, no. She'll start screaming and the whole bank will know about it.
Your Honor.
I haven't finished the report. Never done. I give up.
Your Honor, when do I get the money? I need it right away.
The most repulsive hag I've ever... Look, madam, I've already informed you that this is a bank, a purely private enterprise.
Your Honor, don't be cruel. Be a father to me. If the medical certificate isn't enough, I'll go to the police and get an affidavit. Tell them to give me his money.
But really, my dear woman, you're the strangest creature. They've already told you you're only in the way. You shouldn't go around bothering people.
Lady, you tell them. No one will help me. Eating and drinking don't mean anything to me anymore. I didn't even enjoy my coffee this morning.
All right. How much do you want?
24 rubles and 36 kopecks.
There, 25 rubles. Keep the change. And get out of here.
If you never found to thank you.
I really ought to be going. Oh, but I didn't finish telling you. At the Berezhnitskys, it was awful. Oh, the party was all right, so-so. Naturally, Kaya's admirer Kondalevsky was there, but I had a talk with Kaya, and she'd agreed to have it out with him. I cried a little and told her off, and she told him no. And I thought, well, that's that. Mama's happy. Kaya's saved. Now maybe I can begin to have a little fun. But would you believe what happened next? Kaya and I were walking in the garden, when suddenly, all of a sudden, we heard a shot. Just the thought of it upsets me. It's all I can do to tell you about it. Then we ran to the summer home, and there was poor Kondalevsky, passed out on the ground with a pistol in his hand.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. What are you still doing here?
What about my husband's job, Your Honor? Can he have it back?
He aimed it straight in his heart. Here! Kaya fainted dead away, the poor creature, and he almost died of fright. He just lay there, white as a sheet, and asked us to call a doctor. Then the doctor came and saved the poor creature's life.
Can my husband have his job back, Your Honor?
No. Stand it. I can't stand it. I just can't take it any longer. Get her out of her. Get rid of her.
Well, get out.
Not her. The other one.
Get
The
out.
ones are there.
Get out. Get out.
Of the business.
Get out. Is infested with females.
elected Andrei Andreevich Shkutin to cast a retrospective glance at the history of this financial institution of ours and review its steady expansion in the mind's eyes to glow with extreme satisfaction. In the early struggle for existence, lack of capital, and failure to develop a satisfactory volume of business compelled us to heed Hamlet's profound question, to be or not to be. Voices of defeatism prospered surrender and dissolution. Then you assume the presidency. Your wide knowledge, your boundless energy, and your consummate tact have resulted in extraordinary success and uninterrupted expansion. The dignity and reputation of the bank. Reputation of the bank has been elevated to such a pinnacle that our financial institution can now regard itself as equal to any bank here or abroad.
Delegation, reputation, situation. Tell me not in mournful numbers that life is but a dream.
Then as we proudly survey the present situation with an objective eye, we feel most honorable and highly respected Andrei Andreevich that maybe I'd better come back later. Yes, much later.